All right. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's Friday is going well. We are here with Divine League Week 3. And we've got a good flight path coming out of the quarry all the way up to Sovereignty. And now, if y'all followed last week, we had Sugar Esports, I believe. Yeah, Sugar Esports that took all 4 matches. They came and they showed up and showed out with chicken dinners on all 4 matches. We'll see where these ladies jump tonight. It is going to be a little slower tonight than normal. Most of our teams are not in here on match number 1. They are busy with some other things. Hopefully we'll have them show up towards match 2, 3, and 4, but we'll see how it goes. Ladies are jumping out here, and then they are kind of 50-50 split on both sides of this flight path. Our very first zone is going to be towards that east side of the map with Rozek School and Pachinki that are still inside the zone, along with Yasnaya Polyana. We've got these ladies already down on ground really quickly here. Looks like we may have a little confirmation here with Foxy Esports. Oh, Future gets hit really hard. Don't know if that was the shot of from the bullet or if that's just when she accidentally ran into the vehicle. Hopefully she will be able to heal up here, but she is headed over into the Rozek Watertown area, or she's going back over to her team in the Watertown. We do have Ghost Rain, and that is over in Rozek. Let's quickly jump on that. They are starting match 1 off here for week 3 as being a team of 3. We'll see how these ladies hold up against these full squads that are in here tonight. We've got Team No that is up in the Stalbert area. Full squad right now. We've got a Nytron Esports sitting as a full squad as well. We've got F29 kind of in the between those School and Pachinki. They do have a really good position here to be able to cover both of those areas. And up north, towards the northwest, we've got Run the Nation, and they're going to be looting and suiting up here nicely. All right, we're going to hop over. We're going to get you these scores from last week's all 4 matches here. We're going to get those up here for you. All right, so here it is. Sugar Esports, after last week's week 2, after all 4 games, Sugar Esports did take all 4 chicken dinners with a total of 76 points. Angels Esports coming in second with a total of 37. Ghost Rain Esports coming in with 29. Nytron Esports coming in with 23. Now it's going to be a very close battle here between Nytron Esports and Ghost Rain. They're not very far apart in points. We got Fox coming in with 22 points. 5th place with 22 points. 1 point difference there between fourth and fifth. Digital Age coming in a sixth with 16. Coming in seventh is Team No with 15. F29 coming in eighth with 10. Coming in ninth, Run Nation with 10. Diamond Esports coming in 10th with 0. Dry Esports coming in 10th with 0. All right, we do have some really good teams here. Sugar Esports coming out strong for week 2. Let's see if they can hold that position, #1 spot right now, and see if they can hold it on and see if they can make it for tonight. We have Angels Esports again, neck to neck with these. Still nothing going on, but we'll get y'all here back in that action right here. All right, the blue zone is starting to close in. It is going to be forcing now. It's going to be forcing Run Nation into zone. The rest of these teams are fairly close to the zone or inside a zone, so they have plenty of time to loot and grab whatever they need before the zone gets even smaller. All right, as you see, Run Nation is in the vehicles and they are moving into zone. Team No still up there in Stalwart, still fairly close to that zone. And F29 is making it towards kind of the south side, kind of towards the farm area, but are staying very close together. And we will definitely see that as this map does progress and does the zone does get smaller. These teams, these ladies will stay very close right now. All right, that zone, the blue zone, has now almost completely closed in, so our zone will be shifting, and it stays kind of towards the center here. It doesn't push too much in any of the directions. We still have a school Yaznaya still in play for these ladies to stay there or even go through, grab any extra stuff that they may need. Looks like Run Nation is going to be coming through Rozek, so really close to a Fox. We'll see how this happens. We'll keep an eye on those, but it looks like Run Nation is just going to be kind of pushing on through. Nytron kind of pushing into zone as well. Ghost getting very dangerously close there to F29, but Ghost is going to be able to get that hill top there. And it looks like that's where they're going to kind of hold up there, maybe momentarily. We'll go check them out. Just down the hill, as you can see F29 moving through. So we'll see how this plays. We'll keep an eye on these two teams. All right, looks like Ghost is just kind of hanging out up at the top there of this mountain. So they may kind of stay here just for a little while. Nytron has moved in kind of towards the farm area. So we are seeing quite a few teams here. Just a few of our teams, they are starting to bunch up right around the farm area. So we'll keep close eye there. But we do have, looks like we have Team No moving right on into Yazanaya Paliana, and Digital Age moving on out, kind of going towards Mansion, maybe even down a little bit farther toward Prison. We'll see how that plays out. And Run Nation has picked another really good spot. We'll go jump in. So they do have a little bit of a buildings here, kind of just a quick break, maybe to grab any extra that they need. Smoke grenades, any sort of band-aids. All right, we've got XYZ with Run Nation kind of out by themselves right now. And it looks like XYZ, she's going to be catching up here momentarily to the rest of the team. All right, we still have our three teams. We still have Ghost, F29, and Nytron kind of in the vicinity of each other, but just far enough that they can get out and move around and at least leave the area if they need to be. All right, Run Nation kind of moving in towards the shelter area. And they are almost kind of dead center, along with Fox. Fox is almost kind of in a dead center of the zone as well. And got Future. She was just shooting. Does she have eyes on Run Nation, or is she just shooting just to try to get the attention? And she possibly could have seen Run Nation here. And Run Nation sitting as a full squad on a match number 1. Our zone does reshift. Team No still out there in Yasnaya Polyana, but with the zone shift, they're going to be making their way in. All right, Digital Age and both Run Nation are hopping in their vehicles and moving out of that area. So we'll keep, they are starting to bunch up really quickly, really fast. So we'll keep an eye on these. It looks like we might get something here. Mommy, it looks like a Mommy now with a Run Nation, I think, is down and out. And she is. So a Run Nation has now lost one of their members of the team. So they're going to be moving forward as a team of 3 in Digital Age, quickly scoring that 1 kill. That's going to be putting them on the board. And Team No actually is gonna join the fight on Digital Age. Tashi getting some shots in. It was like Stark has quickly moved in. Stark has a drop though. Atashi, she is down for Digital Age. Soul is down for Team No. And looks like Art is down. And Digital Age is in trouble, and they are going to be down and out fairly quickly. So Team No is going to be getting these revives, and now they have 4 eliminations for the team. So Digital Age, our first team out for match number 1. Our zone reshifts, and we are going to be kind of sitting out in the open. Let's go check out Ghost, and let's look at see what these ladies are going to be working with the area of which is going to be covered. All right, as you can see, not a lot of cover. Very few trees. Curiosity and Ed, they are both overlooking a small little group of buildings where Run Nation is currently holding up. And it looks like all of the members here are just kind of laying low just a little bit and not doing too much. And it looks like Rain Ghost are going to be kind of getting out of that area. With Curiosity, she is staying back. Ed, she's got some shots there. Let's go check it out here. We've got Fox Esports. It looks like F29. All right, it is all up to Minnie. She's going to be the last one still standing for F29. She's going to be going up against the team of 3. Will she be able to hold her own? She does have a good... Just dodges that grenade as it does make it into the building. All right, let's quickly drop over into Run Nation. And they are down and out. So Team No pulling ahead with 6 eliminations, and they are being a team of 3. Ghost Rain coming in. So they are a team of 3 with 2 eliminations, and we have 4 teams that remain. And it looks like a Fox definitely came out on top there. They now have 4 eliminations. Naja, she is down for Nytron Esports. Beautiful grenade. Alright, Mira kind of staying on the hill, does get a few good shots. Does get a little bit of damage on one of the players of Fox. All right, these 4 teams are quickly moving into Nytron Esports now quickly down to just a duo with 1 elimination. Getting some shots there. No actual real damage. We got Ghost still taking on a Fox. Fox with 6 eliminations. There's one member still alive for it. Alright, is that Madeline? Is she gonna be able to get this kill here? Oh, and she gets knocked. Curiosity really low in health. Can she pull it off? Almost pulls it off. Felicia, she almost lost it there, but quickly was able to eliminate Curiosity and is getting that revive. So Fox is going to be moving forward as she is not going to be getting that revive. So she's going to be moving. So Fox is going to be moving forward as a single player. And they do have 7 eliminations. All right, Team No is going to be outnumbering these last 2 teams. Can they pull out a chicken dinner for week 3? Soul there almost got grenaded, but that rock did save. All right, Team No kind of backing off a little bit. This is going to allow the Nytron and a Fox to kind of push forward and down the hill a little bit, right into the hands of Team No. Margaria, she is slowly creeping into the zone, not too far from zone. She'll be inside a zone here momentarily. Hopefully the zone doesn't get too far and she can crawl on in without dying to zone. Almost dies to zone, but quickly gets up. Ooh, Maul there. She has got a drop. No Cap is down. And in Buena, she is getting those smoke grenades out. Hopefully she'll be able to get this revive on Cap. Got 3 teams that remain. Alright, Team 11 has been knocked out. This is going to be a 3v1. No against Fox and GG's. Team No taking the chicken to dinner. Fox coming in second. Nytron coming in third. Ghost coming in fourth. F29 coming in fifth. Run Nation coming in sixth. And Digital Age coming in seventh. Going all out with 4 defeats goes to Buena. If I pronounced that wrong, I do apologize. Best Companion. And the finisher with Soul. She is getting that final kill, giving Team No the chicken dinner for match number 1. All right, y'all, hang tight. We'll get you into match number 2 here very shortly. And hopefully we'll get those scores as well right after for this match. All right, match number 2 for you, and we're gonna be here in Myanmar. So we have a very southern flight path down towards the Los Leonos area. So with this flight path being a southern flight path, we could potentially see a lot of these ladies jump towards the north, kind of going towards El Pozo, Power Grid, Picado, maybe even as far out as the San Martin Hacienda area. We might even see a couple teams jump inside of Los Leonos. So we'll see how these ladies play out and perform for match number 2. We did see some quite a good fights for match 1. With Myanmar being such a large map, these ladies are going to be taking their time a little bit longer, and they're going to have to pay attention to what's out there a little bit farther, kind of towards the 150, maybe 300 meters, because this is going to be a sniper's paradise. There's a lot of high places for these ladies to get up on top of and snipe, and you may not even know where that bullet is coming from until it's too late. All right, one of our teams is gonna that is joining in a match 2 is gonna be Angels Esports. And another one of our teams, again, that's going to be joining for match number 2 is going to be Sugar Esports. Let's see how well these two teams can come in and see if they can show up, show out, and let's see how this goes. All right, we do have scores for after game 1. We're going to get those up there for you right here, right now. So, Team No taking the chicken dinner with an overall with 18 points for match number 1. Fox coming in second with 13, trailing not far behind Team No. Coming in third is going to be Ghost Rain Esports with 9. Nytron Esports coming in 4th with 6. F29 coming in 5th with 4. Run Nation coming in 6th with 2. Digital Age coming in 7th with the 2. Angels coming in 8th with 0. Diamond Esports coming in 8th as well with 0. So we do have Angels and Sugar Esports both joining us on match 2. And both Angels and Sugar Esports were the teams from last match that held a top first and second place for week 2. And we'll see how these ladies do perform. In our very first zone, we'll get y'all here in this action here momentarily. They are still taking their time looting and grabbing what they need. So I'm going to leave the scores up there on the screen for you, for everybody, so y'all can see those. All right, let's get y'all into that action right now. Jumping in with right on top of Sugar Esports. Let's go check out some other ones. We have a few teams in the Los Leonos area, but they are several meters apart from each other. We got F29 that is down in south of Los Llanos. They do have one of their members who has been disconnected. Hopefully they can come back in and be able to keep F29 as a full squad. And they are back. So that is a good. F29 is now going to be a full squad. All right, Team No, kind of, they are down in the Petro area. So they are going to be grabbing, looting, grabbing what they need before they head into zone. And Angels in Tramersa grabbing things that they need right before they head into zone. We've got Digital Age in El Pozo looting and grabbing. And Nytron Esports a little bit kind of scattered out from one another, so they're gonna have to be really careful here, as they are very far apart. Hopefully none of their team members do go down. All right, ooh, Digital Age Stark. She has been hit quite a bit. She is very low on health, does heal up nicely. Rue. Stark is in trouble. Looks like Stark has gone down and is going to be down and out for Digital Age. So that is going to be giving Nytron Esports, they're going to give that one elimination. And they are quickly to get that first elimination for match 2. All right, Team No is going to be out there in that blue zone, but it looks like they all have the vehicles. Let's go check it out. They do. They have vehicles, so they're going to be making their way into zone. Run Nation and F29 getting really dangerously close here. Let's see how these ladies, we might run into a little bit of action here. Many kind of running or driving around. And a few members of Run Nation kind of escaped there, with F29 just kind of rolling right on through. And F29 Hurley, she got hit just a little bit, did take some shots, but it looks like no damage there. So Red Nation kind of pushing forward, kind of towards the north side, but we might see them hang out here for just a little while. Angels closing into the area. They are still a little ways out. Nytron, they are making their way in, kind of towards that center zone. Maju does take a little bit of hits there, but no damage taken except for to the vehicle, to that buggy. Hopefully she can hold her own here while the remaining of the team does kind of come in for backup. Maju quickly moves up the dirt. Mini has been dropped. All right, it's going to be all up to Curly if she can be able to get that revive. Maju quickly moving up the hill. The rest of the team is going to be coming in. XKB, she's up on the hill here, is providing that a little bit of overcover here as they're going to be getting that hill. Good grenade by Nicole. Minnie is down. Curly has been knocked. XKB and Reese, they are both coming in. Reese is down. XKB trying to get that revive. Working quickly to get a revive. Pulls off that revive. Gets a good drop there. Escapes it and is down and out. F29. Our second team out for match 2. So yeah, Sugar Esports now on the board with 4 eliminations. Angels Esports as well with 4 eliminations. Manu, she does get a few good hits there, but is quickly taking damage from Ghost Rain. Lexi being revived, and she is back up on her feet and quickly healing up. Our zone does shift, keeping Minas Generalis still in play, so we could definitely see some good fights here. Manu, she's laying down that fire. And she quickly gets out of the area. Candy overwatching does have a good position here to see a Run Nation. Run Nation kind of pinched here between Angel Esports. Carol, she is down for Angels. I got Team No rolling in very close. Looks like a couple members of Team No rolled right on top of Ghost Rain. Alright, let's get a full squad. This is a 4v4. Can Ghost hold their own? Excellent knock there by Curiosity. Curiosity goes down and is quickly eliminated. Alright, and Brawls and Lynx. Still the last two that are still alive. Can they hold out this? And a Souls is down and out. GG's to Ghost Rain. Quickly eliminated Team No. But they are going to be moving forward as a duo now. All right, Mommy had some shots there just a second ago. Ooh. Very nice shots there. Carol, she is down right now. This is going to be bad for Angels. Can Manu come in with a good grenade? Bounced in and just barely. Manu, she is down. Alright, Candy is going to be kind of the last one still stands as of right now. It looks like. Run the Nation coming in to join that party as well as Sugar Esports. Candy trying to figure out where these bullets are coming from. Very nice. Candy coming in and getting the Run a Nation elimination. That's going to be bringing them up to. It's going to be bringing Angels up to 8 eliminations, and Candy is the last one that still stands. She has to pay attention of what's behind her. Nice grenade. All right, Sugar Esports with 5 eliminations now. All right, 4 teams remain for match number 2, and our zone does kind of stay out in the open. Digital Age with it looks like they're going to be a team of 3. They do have plenty of time still to get some of these eliminations. All right, Sugar Esports quickly moving right on top of Nytron Esports. Definitely a good grenade. It didn't quite get any damage there, but did take quite a few. Nicole did. Beth quickly rolls right on in. Can she? Let's see if she can get some of these knocks. Nija, she is down. Can she get revived? And it looks like she's gonna be revived there. All right, Nija, she is back up on her feet and is quickly healing up. Beth gets a good drop on Rue and then quickly gets dropped herself. Rachel trying to come in with a grenade. Very nice grenade. Does drop 2 of the members. One was partially damaged, and Nitra down and out really quickly there. All right, so Sugar Esports with 9 eliminations. We're down to just 3 teams that remain. All right, Sugar Esports making their way into zone. Digital Age holding it tight just inside the zone. All right, Ghost Rain with 4 eliminations, sitting as a duo. They're going to be making their way into this very next zone. And Sugar Esports trying to cover most of the next zone. Lynx with some shots at Maju, but did not look like she got any hit damages there. Lynx coming in. Gets 2 drops there on a Ghost. Lynx quickly coming in. They now have 6 eliminations. Ghost Rain quickly catching up to Sugar Esports in eliminations. Ghost Rain with 2 members still alive. They're going to be out. And Sugar Esports as well with 2. So Digital Age is outnumbered here currently right now. And Ghost Rain is still kind of holding out a little ways. And Nicole shooting off there. And Nicole still stands along with Beth. Lynx quickly moving in, drops Nicole. Sugar Esports maybe down and out here. Let's see. And Sugar Esports down and out for match number 2. Ghost Rain Esports coming in first with that chicken and dinner, followed by Sugar Esports coming in second. Digital Age coming in third. Nitra coming in fourth. Angels coming in 5th. Run Nation coming in 6th. Team No coming in 7th. F29 coming in 8th. And coming in 9th is going to be a Fox. Going all out with 5 total defeats is going to be Rachel with Sugar Esports. Best companion with 3 revives also goes to Rachel, and Ghost Linux dealing that final kill, giving Ghost Esports the chicken dinner for match number 2. All right, we'll get you here momentarily into match 3, so y'all hang tight, and we'll hopefully get the scores out to you as well. right, match 3. And our flight path is going to be kind of that northern area, flight path starting out for match 3 here in Vinkindi. So with this flight path, we might see these ladies jump towards a Villa Castle, kind of getting down there a little bit farther. We might even see some of these ladies jump down, grab a vehicle, and move out towards kind of the winery area, maybe Hot Springs. But it looks like some of our ladies are staying kind of really close to this flight path up towards the northern area. We do have Angels and Run Nation. Looks like they're going to be following right on top of each other, so we can see a quick fight here, which we do. Shots are already been fired. After this, we'll get those scores after match 2 up on the screen for you ladies. Enchantress is down in a little bit of health. I know she did throw a grenade. It doesn't get any damage there. XYZ kind of the only one across the bridge with Angels. Manu's across the bridge with Run a Nation. Paris, she is getting hit pretty hard here. She is low in health as well. All right, and Manu, she is really low in health. She's got to be paying very close attention and does quickly heal up there. Manu gets re-hit again. All right, Carol's across watching and how it all plays out. Run Nation, Mommy, she is down now. Are they going to be able to get a revive? And Manu is down and out. Angels is going to be moving forward, being a team of 3. Looks like Candy and Laura, they did move fairly quickly up there and eliminate XYZ. And Enchantress getting a kill there. Run Nation now a single player. Enchantress is the last ones that is going to be still standing, but Angels is going to be a duo moving forward. She's going to, let's see, are they going to rush in here? And they do. Laura quickly runs in and gets that elimination of a Run a Nation. And they're going to be our first team out for match 3. Heading over to Ghost, we've got them over here along with a Team No. Ghost Esports are winners from last match. And our first zone is going to be kind of towards that southern portion where we see Fox down there. In Volnova, Digital Age kind of rolling by Villa. They may be moving down towards the south side a little bit more. Our rival looks like she has disconnected. Hopefully rival will come back for Ghost Rain and to keep them a full squad. And a rival, she does come back, so Ghost Rain's gonna remain a full squad. Soul and Joanna, they are going to be moving out a little away. Looks like they're going to be following the zone all the way around. Heart and Cap both look like they're going to be swimming. They're not going to have any sort of vehicle here. Hopefully they can find something to be able to get them to zone. All right, our teams have kind of settled down here a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on them while we show you the scores. All right, Ghost Rain Esports taking that chicken dinner from last match. They did move up 2 spots, so they are sitting with 27 points. No move down to second with 21. Sugar Esports coming up 5 spots, moving into the third with 16 points. You got Fox that dropped down to 4th with 13 points. Nytron Esports are dropping down to 5th with 11. Angels moving up to 6th with 11. Digital Age stays the same with 7 points. Run Nation drops 2. They are now sitting with 7 points after match 2. Coming in 9th is F29 with 5. All right, these ladies are neck to neck with points, keeping it very close from match to match. So we'll see how match 3 here will play out for these ladies. We do have some of these ladies that are fighting, putting up points on the board with those eliminations and helping out and trying to keep the team alive with rescues and keeping the team alive, moving forward, trying to get into that top 10, top 5. So we'll leave the scores up there on the screen for y'all while these teams are rotating into the very next zone. All right, we got action going on with Sugar Esports. It looks like a rival, she is down. Brawl's coming in. She is coming in with a quick revive and did take a little bit of hit herself. But they are both stuck out in that blue zone. Hopefully they don't die. Rival, she is back up on her feet, but is very dangerously close in health. Brawls heals up. Rival, she is healed up. They both take the vehicle. So they're going to be moving in here, to zone. Ghost Edge, she is down and out. Curiosity gets an elimination there. So it's like a Digital Age. It's going to be moving forward with being a team of 3. Got Team No sitting right inside the castle. Plenty of loot here for these ladies to grab. Any extra stuff that they need. Any extra band-aids, meds. Any extra ammo. We got Nytron Esports full squad. These ladies are moving kind of towards the center zone a little bit. All right, Ghost moving towards a villa. They might stop there, grabbing the extra stuff. Rachel with Sugar Esports throws a grenade up the stairs. We got F29. Rachel, she may be in trouble with F29 fully surrounding her. Rachel is down and out very quickly there. Fox starting match 3 with just being a team of 3 and now quickly down to a duo. After they ran into Digital Age, Digital Age now has 1 elimination. And Future is just getting a little bit of shots and nothing too serious. Ooh, we have a Nytron Esports. They have a split here, a 2-2 split. This does allow them to cover more area fairly quickly and be able to get any stuff that they need. Laura and Candy taking on Mira, who is up here with Mira. It looks like the full squad of Nitra So Candy and Laura are going to be in trouble. They are going up against the full squad of Nitra. Rue, she is getting a revive. Alright, Angels are playing it safe here. They do have it just being a duo team. Alright, teams are starting to rotate in. Alright, and Team No still over in the castle area. It looks like they're going to be leaving, pushing into the zone. Alright, Curly, she is making her way, driving around a little bit. F29. Curly, she did take some shots. F29, they are taking some shots there. Did get tagged there just a little bit, but not too much. Got Ghost Rain that's still out there, kind of towards the north and northwest. Our rest of our teams are starting to move into zone. Looks like we might have a little bit here with a Sugar Esports. All right, Nicole been tagged. Hopefully she can get healed up here fairly quickly. Aisha, she is down. Can Nicole get a revive? And Nicole gets that revive very nicely and really quickly there. Digital Age quickly approaching into the zone. Montesia, she is down, but it's going to be quickly being revived, and she does have 2 eliminations so far for the team. And our zone does pull right to Abby. Looks like Nicole's gonna come in and grab Aisha. Alright, Nytron getting surrounded by Digital Age. Digital Age coming with 2 eliminations, still sitting as that full squad. Natasha, she is down and out. Digital Age going to be moving forward as a team of 3 here now. Alright, we are down to just 5 teams remain. Digital Age and F29 are going to be our 2 teams sitting as a team of 3. Sugar Esports and Angels both sitting with being a duo team, and Ghost Rain with just 1 member that is still alive. And looks like Candy may be in a little bit of trouble if she can't. Definitely got tagged there just a little bit. Right out in front is going to be a Sugar Esports, F29, and Digital Age. Ooh, nice shots there by Laura. Does take out Start. And Stark is down and out. Angels with 9 eliminations, and they are sitting as a duo. Alright, Digital Age with 3 eliminations, and being a duo, they are kind of a downhill from Angels. Nice grenade. Alright, it's STW. Is she going to be getting revived? It looks like she's going to be revived. This will be keeping Digital Age as a duo team as they are make their way inside the zone. Luckily, they're behind this rock that did save them from that molly. Alright, Team 15 now. We're back with Sugar Esports. They are now down to just Nicole with 5 eliminations. And Nicole throwing out those smoke grenades to help provide a little bit of cover. Alright, just 3 teams that remain. Angels are moving in really quickly from over the top of the hill. And we still got 3 of those teams. Sugar Esports. Alright, Nicole, last one still stands. Alright, 2 teams. It is going to be all up to Nicole. Can she get it? And she is quickly taken out. All right, Angels taking that chicken dinner, followed by Sugar Esports coming in 3rd, Digital Age coming in 4th, F29, Ghost Rain coming in 5th, Nytron coming in 6th, Fox coming in 7th, No coming in 8th, and Run Nation coming in 9th. Alright, going all out goes to Sugar Esports Nicole with 6 total defeats. Absolutely crazy. She was putting in the work for sure to get those points on the board. Best companion with 1 rescue goes to Angels Candy and Laura, finishing that final kill, getting Angels that chicken dinner for match number 3. Alright, we will get you into match 4 here just momentarily, plus we'll get the scores for match 3 as well. All right, our last match for tonight for week 3 Divine League. And we are here in Sanok, our very southern flight path. So we could see teams, definitely seeing teams right now jump towards the north side. So with Pan Boot Camp and Paradise Resort, fairly easy to get to from this flight path. Definitely going to see some teams kind of jump in that area. We do have Sugar Esports going straight into boot camp. We have Angels going into Pan. Might see a Digital Age kind of shift towards Paradise Resort, but we'll keep an eye on them because we do have Team Nytron up there as well, kind of when Digital Age, but we do have a fight going on in Camp Bravo. Let's go check it out with Ghost Esports. Ed, she is already down. Brawls, she is coming in with a quick revive. Both teams are back up on their feet. As a full squad in our last match for tonight. Every team that is playing right now has a full squad, so this is going to be a very interesting map with all of our teams being a full squad. We do have we have Fox down in Chamois with Team No. Headed back over to Camp Bravo. All right, Run Nation split it 2-2 here. This was going to allow them to cover a lot of angles. All right, we'll keep an eye on those. They're still kind of readjusting, trying to get some different angles. Let's go ahead right over to boot camp. We got Sugar Esports that is looting up the area, grabbing what they need. Angels looting in at Pan. Let's go right back down to Fox down in Chamois. And we have Maylene. She is working her way, crawling her way into trying to get a little bit closer. Team No. Kind of they're down inside. Alright, Future, she is grabbing what she can. We have 9 teams that are still remain. Looks like all of our teams are still alive and all still setting as a full squad. All right, Nytron kind of over in the boot camp area, kind of waiting just outside boot camp, but we could see them very well, could push in right into boot camp and get third-party kills here. Rain back up to a full squad after Ed has gone down. Ed has gone down again. Curiosity has gone down, but Ed has been eliminated. So Ghost is going to be running a duo. Unless they can get a revive, then it's going to be a team of 3. Alright, Ghost is definitely taking over Camp Bravo. Run Nation gonna be our first team out. Heading right over to Fox in Team No. Both teams out in that blue zone. So they're going to be battling each other plus the zone. So they need to have plenty of meds. Alright, our zone shifts, keeping boot camp inside the zone. So Sugar Esports can stay there a little bit longer. We do have Digital Age that is up there in Paradise Resort. Angels with 4 eliminations. All right, we got 7 teams that remain. All right, Fox with 4. They have a member down. All right, we are waiting on the zone to kind of push in here. We're down to 6 teams. And Sugar Esports look like they're going to be leaving boot camp now. Kind of pushing towards the center zone. All right, Rue, she is moving in right on top of Ghost. She needs to be extremely careful here since she is by herself. It looks like there's going to be 2 members of Ghost. She did drop back fairly quickly to be able to get... Oh! Throws a grenade and gets a grenaded. And she may be... Rue may be out for match 4 here. We'll see if she can get revived. She is a little ways off from the rest of the team. but could definitely come in and grab a revive here. All right, our zone about to shift in. All right, Ghost with 3 eliminations. They're going to be taking on Nytron Esports. Nytron sitting as a duo with 3 eliminations. Rival taking it. She's working on trying to stay alive. She's the last one still stands. Gets a coral down. Does she get that elimination? Just almost gets the elimination. She does have someone behind, but that was a excellent molly there by Laura. And was able to get that elimination. All right, the rest of Angels kind of moving in now. And we got 5 teams that remain. Our zone shifts back up a little bit, still keeping boot camp and paradise, and a little bit of paradise resort inside the zone. Laura with some good shots and gets a drop there on nicely done. Laura coming in with a kill there with Nytron. That is going to be bringing Angels up to 8 eliminations. And with 4 teams that remain, our teams that remain are Angels, Digital Age, Sugar Esports, and Fox. Digital Age, Sugar Esports, and Fox still sits as a full squad. There are plenty of time that is still left to be able to get these elimination points for these teams. And looks like Angels is going to be going to the only building that is going to be still left in zone. Digital Age making their way in. We'll check out Angels here as they do set up inside the zone. Angels sitting very nicely, kind of closer to that center zone. Fox taking their time to work their way into zone. We've got Sugar Esports that's scattered out. They are all by themselves a little bit. We do see this quite a bit, but not nearly as much where we do see the 2-2 split. Looks like Sugar Esports is going to be heading kind of up towards Digital Age. All right, Digital Age, not too far from them. All right, as she was getting some shots off there. Carol, she is down with Angels. Hopefully Angels can get this revive. That'll be keeping them as a team of 3. All right, Angels back up to a team of 3 with 8 eliminations. All right, Fox is moving in to the zone, but they do need to be careful with Sugar Esports on their left and Angels on their right. See if they can get into this zone, all 4 of them safely. All right, that zone is starting to move in. All right, Fox coming in. Melanie, she is getting that she's getting a revive. Future trying to get that revive and is quickly dropped. Alright, Fox with most of all of their members have been taken out. Alright, they are back up on their feet there. Future is well back up on their feet. Ooh, nice grenade. All right, Nicole looks like she's going to be pushing in onto team at 3. And Digital Age coming in and join that party as well.
Alright, Stu. She is getting those points, trying to. Oh, and is quickly down and out there. Alright, Stark laying low. See where she is at. She is out of zone, so she got to make her way into zone. Alright, Sugar Esports with 6 eliminations, and they got Angels right here, right on top of them. Nicely done there by Nicole. GG's, nicely done there. And Sugar Esports taking the chicken dinner, followed by Angels taking second, Digital Age coming in third, Fox coming in fourth, Nytron coming in fifth, Ghost coming in sixth, Team No coming in seventh, F29 coming in eighth, and Run Nation coming in ninth. Going all out with 6 total defeats goes to Laura from Angels. Ghost Brawls putting in the work, keeping the team alive with 3 rescues. Sugar Esports, Asha, she finishes, gets that final kill, giving Sugar Esports that chicken dinner for match number 4. All right, that is it for the matches. We're going to see if we can get these scores up here momentarily. Y'all hang tight and we'll get the scores up there for you. All right, here are the scores after match 4. Here are the standings. Sugar Esports coming up to making it into that number 1 spot for after week 3. With they have for this week they have 49 points. Angels coming in a second and staying the same with a 49. Ghost Rain Esports drop down 2. They move into third with 41. Team No stays the same with 23 points in 4th place. Coming in 5th place is a Fox with 23 points as well. Coming in 6th is Nytron Esports with 20. Digital Age coming in 7th with 18. F29 coming in 8th with 12. Run Nation coming in 9th with 10. These ladies have definitely put in some work for tonight and staying in that top 5 or so. But we have some really good teams here. They are keeping these points very, very close. We have a Sugar Esports and Angels Esports both tied here for week 3 after match 4. We also have a Team No and Fox as well tied with 23 points. It is going to be an all-out for week 4. Come for the finals for Divine League of which teams are going to battle it out and try to stay on top and try to stay to that top 5, maybe even up there in the top 3 or 4. But these ladies, over the course of 3 weeks, have really put in some work for the teams. And we will see y'all next week. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and we will catch y'all later on another time, another stream. Thank y'all all so very much for coming out, hanging out, and supporting the stream and these wonderful ladies. Until next stream, guys, I will catch y'all later.